We are currently living in the Kalyuga, which the Vedas define as an age of sin, ignorance, and a short lifetime. The Satya Yuga, also known as the Age of Wisdom and Truth, the Treta Yuga, also known as the Silver Age, and the Dwapara Yuga, also known as the Copper Age, are the other three ages. According to Lord Krishna's prediction in the Brahma Vaivarta Purana, the Kali Yuga will come to an end 5,000 years after it started and be replaced by a golden age. So precisely, when is this transformation taking place? Do we have a ticking time bomb here? Let's investigate. The One-Legged Bull. Hindus believe that the Kali Yuga is also known as the Dark Age because it is the period in which humanity is the farthest from God, and is also thought to be the time period when human civilization of spiritually degenerates. Hinduism frequently uses a bull as a symbol of morality. The bull has 4 legs in Satya Yuga, but morality declines by 25% with each age. By the time period of Kalyuga, morality has fallen to only 1/4 of the Golden Age, leaving the bull of mortality with only 1 leg. Decoding the timeline of the Yuga cycle. Hanuman describes the Yuga cycle in the Mahabharata to the Pandava prince Bhima in the Mahabharata. He says that the Krita Yuga was named Krita Yuga because all men were saintly, therefore, they had only one religion. Consequently, they were not necessary to attend religious ceremonies. Because everything needed by men could be acquired via the power of will, there were no poor or rich people, and labor was not necessary. There were no diseases, no evil thoughts, no egotism, no grief, and no fear during the Krita Yuga, which is also known as the Satya Yuga. In the Treta Yuga, or the Silver Age, sacrifices started, the world's soul turned red, and virtue decreased by 25%. Humanity undertook religious rituals and sought the truth. They succeeded in their goals by giving and by acting. The Dwapara Yuga, or the Copper Age's world soul, had a yellow aspect, with religion being reduced by half. The Veda was divided into 4 sections, but not everyone knows all 4. As the mind and the truth weakened, desire, illnesses, and natural disasters appeared. As a result, men were forced to engage in penances. The mystery of Kali Yuga. The beginning and end of the Kali Yuga are still unknown, despite the complex theological framework that outlines its characteristics. The Kali Yuga is generally believed to have started around 3102 BC, or 35 years after the end of the Mahabharata's Great War. This is unusually near to 3114 BC, which is thought to be the start of the Mayan calendar's Great Cycle. Searching for evidence. There is no question that 3102 BC is the beginning of Kali Yuga still doesn't have solid reasoning. This date appears out of thin air. This day was not mentioned in any Sanskrit document written before 500 CE. So where did Aryabhatta get this date from? There doesn't seem to be any evidence that Aryabhatta calculated this date on his own. Aryabhatta makes one mention of this date in the work Aryabhata, stating that it was written 3,600 years after the Kali Yuga started. The Kali Yuga began in 3102 BC, according to the Aryabhata, which was written around 499 CE. Although the statement does not directly provide any information regarding the astronomical basis, it is possible that Aryabhatta borrowed this date from another source. This date's origin is a mystery, which makes its reliability very questionable. The original Yuga cycle. It seems that the original Yuga cycle philosophy was pretty straightforward, a 12,000-year Yuga cycle with 3,000-year-long Yugas in between. The Satasi calendar, which has been in use in India for countless years, contains an encoded version of this cycle. During the Maurya era in the 4th century BC, it saw extensive use. The title Satasi is a reference to the 7 sages, which are the 7 stars that make up the Great Bear constellation, also known as the Ursa Major. End of the Kalyuga. Krishna's passing signifies the end of the Dwapara Yuga and the beginning of the Kali Yuga, which began on February 17 or 18, 3102 BCE, according to Puranic scriptures. The Kalyuga will last 1,200 divine years or 432,000 human years. As of 2022 CE, the Kali Yuga began approximately 5,123 years ago and has 426,877 years left. The end of the Kali Yuga will occur in 428,899 CE. Is this the beginning of the end? We have been progressing through the Kali Yuga for the last 2,700 years, and this Yuga will come to a conclusion in 2025. As is typical of transitional times, the end of the Yuga will be followed by cataclysmic changes to the Earth and the collapse of civilization. As a result, we might expect significant changes in our environment, and possibly in our cosmic universe. Are you prepared for this? There is a possibility that we are gradually moving into a time of volatile Earth changes given the current rise in tectonic activity and the rise in the frequency of extreme weather phenomena. We must be conscious of the larger cyclical patterns governing human civilization as well as the changes yet to come. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel for more such content.